Welcome back to ESBR Boxing's YouTube channel. It's me, Noel, here giving a quick reaction to the stunning scenes that we've just seen in Istanbul, Turkey, as Britain's JAZZA Dickens has produced a stunning upset to defeat Batyrgaziev, the Olympic gold medalist and unbeaten Albert Batyrgaziev, as he's outboxed, out-hustled and stopped him in 4 rounds in Turkey. Yeah, excellent display from JAZZA Dickens, the biggest win of his career. The latter stages of his career. Yeah, stunning scenes, great performance from JAZZA Dickens here. So yeah, I'll just give my breakdown of that and what I think is next for JAZZA. But yeah, before we get into things, please don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel at ESBR Boxing if you're not doing so already. So yeah, JAZZA Dickens came into this one as a big underdog against Batyrgaziev, unbeaten, as I say, Olympic gold medalist from the Tokyo Games and looking like he was on track for world titles. But JAZZA Dickens did not read the script, and start to finish, it was an excellent performance. It's not like he got lucky with the big left hand that kind of spelled the beginning of the end in the fourth round. From the very start of the fight, JAZZA Dickens set his stall out, took the center of the ring, used his physical advantages, had solid jab, got his jab going. Um, and was having great success from the at the very start of the fight. Whether it be boxing on the outside, we know JAZZA Dickens always been a very clever boxer, solid jab, impactful jab, and then taking that kind of forehead to forehead, using his physical strength up close with Batyrgaziev, out muscling him, outworking him. Really making Batyrgaziev work extra hard for everything, for every second of every round. So, he was winning the fight, JAZZA Dickens. He probably won every round up to the stoppage. To go in as an underdog against an unbeaten Olympic champion and do that when people, most people would assume you're past your best is absolutely outstanding. But yeah, he showed more versatility than Batyrgaziev all night. As I say, whether that be boxing on the outside, where you think Batyrgaziev would have the advantages, those long arms and that amateur pedigree. JAZZA Dickens proved he was capable of boxing with him, and then, as I say, when he gets in close on the inside, using his strength to rough him up and his hand speed, and just landing big, impactful shots on a Batyrgaziev that just looked, yeah, too one-dimensional to answer anything that JAZZA Dickens had for him. And then, yeah, round four, the crowning moment, round four, a huge, beautiful left hand from JAZZA Dickens that completely scrambled the brain of Albert Batyrgaziev. The legs went. He got spaghetti legged first, and then he went down. He crashed down. Credit to him, from such a big shot, he gets right back up. Although his head was clearly still gone, he was not back to his senses at all. The legs were still unsettled, and JAZZA Dickens went at him like a shark that smelled blood. I worried that JAZZA might kind of get too greedy looking for a stoppage and kind of tire himself out going too overboard with his flurry to get him out of there. But yeah, no, as I say, it was like a shark that smelled blood, and Batyrgaziev didn't have a chance to regain his senses. JAZZA Dickens pounced on him again, dropped him heavy again. It was clear Batyrgaziev was badly hurt, and yeah, with about 30 odd seconds left in the round, the corner back guys you have through on the towel, which is a great decision. Save your man. I always appreciate good corner work like that. He was clearly badly hurt, and yeah, JAZZA Dickens, to pass his best, a long career, has produced the biggest win of his career in a huge upset, and it leaves him now on the verge of world titles. He's the interim champion now with the WBA at super featherweight. Whether he gets elevated, the WBA champion Lamont Roach is rematching Tank Davis up at 135, so that belt could become vacant, and JAZZA Dickens could end up becoming world champion without even fighting the champion for it. But yeah, even if he does fight Roach, if Roach loses the Tank and comes back down to fight JAZZA, You've got other champions. You've got O'Shaki Foster, looks like he's fighting Stephen Fulton. You've got Emmanuel Navarrete. There's huge options now on the table for JAZZA Dickens here, and I'm delighted for him. Such a nice guy, so well respected in the boxing world. Very underrated fighter. He always has been. As I say, really, really clever boxer, really tidy boxer, JAZZA Dickens, and has never got to the top table, but this win has put him very close to it, and this win is as close to beating a world class operator as as they come to dethrone an unbeaten Olympic gold medalist on as the away fighter is absolutely outstanding. So yeah, it's a world title next for Jazza Dickens, and absolutely nobody would begrudge him that. As I say, whether it's a vacant title and he gets elevated or he fights a champion, whether it be Roach or someone else for the belt. But yeah, I'm absolutely delighted for him, and a lot of boxing fans delighted for him tonight. That was just my quick reaction to Jazza Dickens producing a massive upset in Istanbul, Turkey to outbox, outwork, outstrength, and stop Albert Batyrgaziev in 4 rounds this evening. Absolutely fantastic performance. Huge win for Jazza. So yeah, let us know what you think in the comments. What did you make of that performance from Dickens? How happy are you that he's on the verge of big things now, big world title fights, and can he win a world title? Let us know what you think. Get involved down below in the comment section, as I said at the start of the video. If you're not doing so already, first of all, drop a like on the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel at ESBR Boxing, and follow us on all social media. Until next time, take care.